WWE official Ava makes a big announcement and says, "I think she deserves to get her ass kicked." Ava, a WWE official, just made a big announcement. She has set up a match for a show that is coming up. Blake Monroe and Jordynne Grace have been fighting ever since the former betrayed the latter at WWE Evolution and cost her the NXT Women's Championship match against Jacy Jayne. Monroe has taken every chance she can to insult Grace since then. Ever since the betrayal, Grace has been doing everything she can to get her hands on the former EW champion, so she can finally get back at him. Monroe fought Kalani Jordan on WWE NXT tonight. Grace's music started playing throughout the match, and she ran down to the ring. Monroe got away from the crowd and drove away from the arena. Jordynne Grace was in Ava's office later in the show. The NXT general manager told her that she may fight the former AEW star at NXT Heatwave. That's right. That's why you and Blake Monroe will be alone at Heatwave. I know she's put you through a lot in the last few weeks. Ava said, "I'm supposed to be unbiased, but after what she did last week, on behalf of me and a lot of other women, I think she deserves to get her a *** kicked." At NXT Heatwave, it will be intriguing to see if Jordynne Grace can finally get back at Blake Monroe. But Ava, the daughter of WWE legend The Rock, just posted a big news on social media about SummerSlam 2025. Charlotte Flair also had a significant request from the NXT general manager. The Triple H-led creative team is ready for its next big event, SummerSlam, after a great month that included Saturday night's main event and Evolution. For the first time ever, the biggest party of the summer will last for 2 nights this year. The event will take place on August 2nd and 3rd. Before SummerSlam 2025, Ava posted a big update on X. The NXT GM posted a picture of Charlotte Flair and himself from their training session at the WWE Performance Center, hinting that he would be coming back to the ring. The Rock's daughter asked the Queen in the description of her photo to have the same training sessions next week as well. Charlotte Flair also posted a video of her training session with Ava on her X account. In the description of her image, Flair also delivered a 3-word message. A WWE official wanted a well-known celebrity to win this year's Women's Royal Rumble over Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair won this year's Women's Royal Rumble, in case you didn't know. The 3rd episode of Netflix's docuseries WWE Unreal showed the writing staff arguing over who should win the gimmick match. Ed Koskey suggested that Chelsea Green win the Women's Royal Rumble during the conversation, but other authorities did not agree with this notion. You put entrant 29 in there. There are just 2 women who come in, and they end up doing a double elimination. So the person who is number 30 wins right away. Koskey added, Chelsea Green walks down and wins the Royal Rumble, and the other officials in the room laughed. We don't know yet what the creative team lead by Triple H has in store for the biggest party of the summer. But Ava told Jasper Troy on the most recent episode of WWE NXT that she was not satisfied with what he did last Saturday. Then she said that he would fight Ricky Saints next week. The WWE LFG winner attacked the Absolute One when he was fighting Ethan Page at the Great American Bash. He also hit Javon Evans several times last week on NXT. They fought at the PLE, and the young OG won. Ava brought Jasper Troy into her office and told him that what he did at the Great American Bash was not okay. She also remarked that it was wrong to criticize Ricky Saints during his North American Championship match. This past weekend was not okay. I realize your first PLE didn't go the way you wanted it to, but assaulting Ricky Saints, especially during his North American title fight, was not a good idea. You can't just keep attacking people who look at you the wrong way, Ava added. Jasper Troy said that Ricky came into his space when he was just minding his own business. He also said that the WWE star got what he deserved when he slammed him on the case. Ava told him that in NXT, matters are settled in the ring. She also lined up a bout between Troy and Saints for next week. But people were already talking about how enormous the January 7th, 2025 episode of WWE NXT will be. For weeks, there had been rumors that something big was going to happen with Ava Raine, the women's division's emerging star and the daughter of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Fans filled the Performance Center, holding up placards and chanting even before the cameras started rolling. The lights in the arena went out as the event entered its second hour. Then, the unmistakable sound of "If you smell what The Rock is cooking" came across the speakers. As The Rock walked down the ramp, the crowd cheered so loudly that it was deafening. He soaked in the electric atmosphere. Fans knew they were seeing history when he came live on NXT for the first time. The Rock stepped in the ring with a microphone in one hand and his usual black leather jacket and sunglasses on. He let the crowd yell "Rocky, Rocky, Rocky" for almost a minute before he said anything. Finally, The Rock is back in NXT. Fans went crazy, and the building shook. The Rock then talked about how much he respected the next generation, how hungry he saw the NXT locker room, and how thrilled he was to watch the future of WWE taking shape right in front of him. After that, his tone changed. But tonight, The Rock isn't only here as the people's champion. The Rock has come to be a dad. The crowd gasped and buzzed, knowing exactly what was going to happen. That's when Ava Rain's song came on. She walked out looking both confident and emotional, and then she walked down to the ring to stand in front of her father. Ava took the mic after they had a long moment of eye contact. Ava said that people often compared her to her father and wondered if she could ever live up to the Johnson legacy. She said the stress had been too much for her, but she was determined to show that she wasn't just The Rock's daughter. She was her own woman and ready to take over WWE on her own. The Rock listened closely, then slowly took off his sunglasses. His eyes were full with pride. "Ava, you don't have to live in The Rock's shadow, because you were meant to make your own light. The Rock didn't come here to take your place in the spotlight. No, The Rock came here to be with you and tell the whole world, Ava Rain is the future." People cheered and chanted, "Ava, Ava, Ava," in support. The episode took a startling turn just when it looked like a meaningful moment. Cora Jade came out with a microphone and made fun of Ava for requiring her father to show up to stay relevant. Cora sneered and said that Ava couldn't run the division even if she tried, and that NXT was hers. Before Ava could say anything, The Rock stepped up, towering over Cora and arching an eyebrow as the crowd went wild. "Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Rock says this. You think you can talk bad about The Rock's daughter? You talk quicker than a jackrabbit on a hot summer day, but you forgot one thing. This is her time." Ava took the mic from The Rock and yelled at Cora, saying that she didn't need her father to fight her battles, but she was glad he was there. Ava finally told Cora Jade that she would fight her at NXT Vengeance Day and promised to show everyone that she was more than just a renowned last name. The crowd went crazy and chanted, "This is awesome," when The Rock raised Ava's hand high in the air at the end of the episode. The camera zeroed in on Ava's resolute face. This was her time, her story, and her legacy was about to begin. But there was already a lot of excitement in the air for the WrestleMania XL kickoff show. The arena was full of fans, the fireworks had gone off, and everything was ready for a night of fights and surprises. But no one saw the carnage that happened when Cody Rhodes faced The Rock in the middle of the ring. Cody talked from the heart while wearing his characteristic fitted suit and clutching a microphone. He told the WWE Universe that WrestleMania XL was the end of his story. Cody said, "This isn't about bloodlines or egos. It's time for me to finally take my place as the undisputed WWE champion. If you smell," burst through the speakers before the crowd could even finish cheering. The Rock came out wearing sunglasses and a leather vest, and his signature swagger filled the stage. The crowd's cheers were loud, but things became nasty right away when The Rock stepped into the ring and got in Cody's face. The Rock leaned into the mic and said, "Cody, your little fairy tale ends where The Rock's reality begins. You think you're done with your story?" The Rock adds, "Boy, you don't even have the pen." People in the crowd gasped and cheered and booed. Cody tried to stay calm, but the two got into a fight and yelled at one another. All of a sudden, Triple H's music started playing. The Game ran down to the ring, looking quite angry. He stood between the two men with his hands up. He yelled, "Not tonight. This is the time of year for WrestleMania. We are not going to tear this place down before the performance starts. Put it in the ring." But The Rock didn't want to hear it. He pushed Triple H's arm aside and got right in his face. For a moment, The strain moved from Cody to the WWE COO. The Rock's voice became angry. Hey Hunter, I have something to tell you. You believe you are in charge of this business? Do you really think you're in charge here? You can't tell The Rock what to do. You married into this mansion that The Rock built. Everyone in the arena was shocked. As The Rock yelled at Triple H, his face got red as he paced back and forth. The Rock says you've been hiding behind that suit for too long, jabroni. You're just angry because people don't say Triple H when they talk about the best of all time. They say The Rock. Cody stood back and smirked at the meltdown, clearly relishing that the two legends were fighting. Finally, Triple H lost it and stood chest to chest with the Great One. As the two famous people scowled at each other, the crowd chanted, "This is awesome." Referees and security rushed into the ring just as it looked like fists were going to fly, breaking up the fight between the three men. Cody picked up a mic one last time and roared, "I'll be right here at WrestleMania XL to finish my story if you two are done stroking your egos." The Rock, still angry, pointed at Triple H as he was led out of the ring. "This isn't over, Hunter. If you ever get in The Rock's path again, he will beat you up." The program ended with Triple H fuming, Cody smiling, and The Rock storming off in a fit of wrath. This left the WWE Universe buzzing over whether WrestleMania XL was about Cody Rhodes, The Rock, or an ancient rivalry that had been reignited. Hello, beautiful viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Lima, and I hope your day is going well. If you appreciate the video, please subscribe to the channel.